All right, good morning, everybody. Is this better? Can you hear me? Sound a little better? Is it louder? Everybody good? Okay, so welcome. This is our Ohio Information Security Forum 12th annual conference for this year, for 2018. So thanks for coming out and joining us for some words of wisdom. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off. We got a bunch of presentations lined up for us today to get a little bit more educated in cybersecurity. So one of the things that we like to try and do here with OISF is to helping secure our digital world, right? So that's what we're trying to do. We want to educate and we want to train people, right? Network with peers, share knowledge, and collaborate and learn from a cybersecurity standpoint. So, and we do this as a nonprofit. So we are not trying to make any money on this. So we're just trying to share our information to make sure our systems and the things that we work with are more secure. A lot of times we can get into some things that are a little bit on the offense side as opposed to defense, but part of that is making you a better defender. So that way you can take that knowledge back to where you work in your corporation and your organizations and help secure your organization to keep the hackers out, so and the adversaries. So as we know here in the news all the time, there's a lot of things going on as far as cybersecurity goes. So I brought a couple things in with me today, and I'm sure some of you may be familiar with them. Kind of small Raspberry Pi, right? A land turtle, right? Looks like just another network adapter. A small keyboard. This stuff is getting smaller and smaller every day, and so it's getting harder to defend against. So that's why we try to educate and share our knowledge and collaborate and learn so that we can be better defenders against our stuff. So, and also it's fun to hack into stuff too, right? But that's the fun start, the cool, sexy stuff. So, we want to make sure that we're trying to educate one user at a time and make sure that they're trying to help us with the security, because we know the users are the ones that are the most causing of a lot of our security problems. The human error is very rampant, so that's one of the things that is a big challenge. So what we can do from a technical setting is what we want to try and make sure people are doing and learning, so that way the human error is minimized as much as possible. Because a lot of times when you read about a lot of these vulnerabilities and mistakes, it's the human error because they didn't properly configure the settings. So that's part of the challenge. But again, we're trying to make sure we have a lasting impact in our field, making sure we're educating everybody to make sure that we are keeping our stuff secure. So, all right. So we meet OISF as an organization. We meet every month on the second Tuesday of the month here in Miami Valley Research Park. Every Thursday. Did I say Tuesday? Every Thursday. Second Thursday of the month down in... See, I'm seeing you guys are awake, right? See who's paying attention. Nobody's... So second Thursday of the month, we meet here in Miami Valley Research Park down in the Garden West room. So it's just down the hall on your right-hand side past the bathroom. So no monthly fees. Come out, learn, get educated. We have a lot of demos and presentations that we do. We provide food and drinks, so please come out and join us. And so the only thing that we ask of you when you come out and help participate and come to these meetings is that you contribute knowledge, you participate in the discussions that we have, ask questions, and maybe even present. We're always looking for presenters. So please come out, and if you have something good that you worked on, or maybe a project that you did and you want to share it with some folks, bring it out. We'd be more than happy to let you present that. You can take an hour, take 2 hours. We usually meet for 2 hours on the night. So we have either an hour block or 2 hour block, or you could do half an hour, whatever you want to do. We'd be more than happy to have you come out and present your work or your information that you have to share. So our board of directors. So myself, I'm the president, John Carls, Dr. John Carls. I been doing cybersecurity for quite a long time. Bachelor's, master's, PhD, computer science. So call me John or Dr. C. I go by either, so it works. And then our secretary, Charles, so down here. And then Charles is, he's probably out running around. Is he down? No. He's sitting up at the table. So, and then Sarah Ashton is our treasurer. So Sarah, you want to say hi? So, and then Robert Stewart, Robbie, who's going to be presenting here next in a minute. He's a member at large as well. He's part of the board. And then Paul Hankins, so as well. So, and then we'll give a special note to Daryl too, because he's the founder, since he's here and he's presenting. So, so Daryl, we've been keeping this going for you 12 years strong now. So you should be proud. So those are the board members. We try and keep this running. Again, trying to educate and share our knowledge as well. So today we got a good lineup. So first we're going to do Robbie. He's going to do catching the social engineer. So that's going to be next. And then followed by him is Jared, hacking identity and pen testing guides to identity and IAM. So we're going to break for lunch around 11:45 or whenever Jared's done. So Jared, no pressure, but you're being followed by lunch. So, and then at 1 o'clock, we're going to start back up with Matt doing active defense, helping the threat actors hack themselves. Followed by Daryl at 2 o'clock with hardware hacking, Ginsu style. So, and then we're going to take a break. We're going to have a cake cutting ceremony and some cookies and drinks and stuff like that. So we'll take a break there, and then followed up by Tim. Tim's not here yet, and I didn't get his title. So, and then in between, we'll do some raffles. We have a couple things we're going to raffle off. I think we have a Raspberry Pi with Kali on it. And what else was it?
Oh, we've got the Raspberry Pi. We've got some USB Kali sticks, and also we have the Proxmox box.
Proxmox box. So Paul gave a presentation last month on Proxmox. So, and somebody asked about how doing virtual environments on the cheap. So Paul gave a presentation on that. So the box that he used for the demonstration that he built and configured is up here for raffle. So thanks, Paul, for donating that. So, and of course, we have to have our disclaimer. So whatever you learn here, if you take it home and you try it and it works and you get arrested, don't call me or don't call us. So we have to make sure we put this up there. So because there are things that we do talk about and discuss and try and educate on to make you better defenders, but we're not responsible for your misuse. So that's why we try and teach also how to do a home lab or something at home. Don't take it out unless you have written permission or get out of jail free card, and then that way you can actually do it. So if you're engaged in a pen test, you better make sure you have that in writing and you have the permission. So, because if you get discovered during that and arrested and thrown in jail, I'm not coming to bail you out. We don't have money. Well, we have some, but not enough. So, anyways, so we make sure we have that up there. But, we still need folks like you guys or your companies that you work with. So we have some sponsors that were generous enough to give us some money this year. So we were able to host this conference again. So we want to give a special thanks to them. So One Identity, so they have a table out front. So they were our platinum sponsor this year. So they're out of Columbus. So they have some stuff out here. And then MTSI, so they also gave us some money. They're a gold sponsor. They also have a table out. So they're a local, work on base. They do a lot of cool stuff with cybersecurity and avionics and test engineering and that kind of stuff. So, little self-plug, I work for them. So if you want to know more about them, be sure to see the guys out there at the booth later on the breaks. So pick up some of the brochures. A lot of cool stuff we do. So a lot I can't talk about either. And Cedar Creek, again, sponsored us. So, they gave us a little bit of money this year as well. So they've been pretty steady as giving us money. So that's been nice. They're down in Springboro. So they do a lot of reverse engineering pen testing. So, and then of course Miami Valley Research Park, they've donated the space to us for us to meet monthly for free, and the auditorium for us to have this conference. So that's a donation by them for us to actually use this facility. So we owe them a bunch of gratitude for that as well. So, and of course, we finally got some access back to our Twitter account, and so we're starting to do that. And we're still working on LinkedIn, but we're going to be doing that. So make sure you interact with us on social media. So if you want, hashtag us on the conference today that you're here and having a great time, and about the speakers and stuff like that. So again, you can also email us. So I didn't put the phone number up, but we do have one that's Google Mail. It goes to the board members. So if you guys need that, just see one of the board members, and we get that to you. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get Robbie up.